Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Liverpool show. Man United podcast meets the analysis at Anfield podcast. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United or Liverpool related, please, people. Obviously, Liverpool big game at the weekend for them on Sunday, facing Chelsea in the Carabao Cup final. Are they heavy favourites? Because Liverpool do have a lot of injuries. However, Chelsea also have injuries, and Chelsea are the worst team. Are definitely, without doubt, a worse team with a worse manager, a worse individual. So we'll be discussing that. And Rasmus Hojlund injured for Manchester United. I believe it's 2 to 3 weeks. He is expected to be out for. So, how do Manchester United get past that conundrum? Check me, big word, conundrum. Yeah, how do they get past that? And who plays up front? I'm hearing Forson, but we'll see. Ryan said, give me 20 minutes, no stress. None of the Liverpool panelists are here, but get your Liverpool questions in and I will start them and I will ask them once they arrive. Big up to Warrior J each and every time as well. Big up to Andrew Wright. I see you. He says, what's this? Oh, that's something else. Big up to Judge Modo. I thought it was in regards to me. Big up to Sheik every single time. Big up Barry on Balotelli says, big up Flawless. Big week incoming. Waking up at 5 for the chamber. I'm going to see Mudryk lift more titles than Saka this season. Come Sunday, fire emojis. All right, first question: if the final goes to penalties, who are you backing to win it? Chelsea, but I don't think it will go to penalties. I think Liverpool win in extra time. I've said this. I think they win in extra time. Gaming for Life says, big up to you. King says, big up Flawless and all the chat. Big up to everyone in the chat. Get your questions in, people. Get your questions in. And because there is no other panelists here just yet, any personal questions you have, feel free to get in. So it doesn't have to be Manchester United related. It doesn't have to be Liverpool related. It don't have to be football related. It can be music related, maybe films, whatever you want to ask about, something in regards to the channel. And how do I almost forget? Hit the like button as well. Run up the likes, people, on the video. Hit the like button. Make sure you do that. Please share across all the socials as well. All the social media apps you are active on: Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, WhatsApp. If you can share to TikTok, whatever the case may be. Basically, share this video everywhere, whether you're watching live right now or watching it back after the live. And like I said, hit the like button. And if you're a regular watcher and you don't have a YouTube account, make sure you get a YouTube account. You just sign up with your email, and then that way you can hit the like button and subscribe, and you don't miss any of the shows, and it supports the channel further. And on top of that, road to 10K, hit the subscribe button as well. Big up to Gil now. Big up to you. Big up to Daddy says, big up Flawless. Maybe I should have done that laughing at my own jokes podcast, because anytime I say, ask me personal questions, you lot always got questions, so I may have to start running that. Camille says, Flawless, are you a fan of Gets? Yes. Big fan of Gets. Yes. One of my favorite MCs, one of my favorite grime MCs of all time. There's Gets freestyles I know from tracks from 10, 15 years ago. So yeah, big fan of Gets. Ridiculously one of the best out here. One of the best. Am I gonna do a WrestleMania watch along? No. But I think if Lewis is doing one, I'll probably end up on that. So if it's Lewis is doing one, I will be there. Let's see what's going on. Who's a Chelsea fan gaming for life? I'm Manchester United, my friend. Just to clarify, I'm a Manchester United fan. What hoodie am I wearing? It's nice. Take Note hoodie. It's old school, like the Take Note logo. Cause we got 3 different logos. Big up to King, who says, Flawless, what do you think of Sir Jim Ratcliffe's interview? I didn't watch or listen to the full interview. However, from the clips I've seen, I spoke on this, I believe, yesterday, like only briefly, but he spoke about refurbishing the stadium or building a new stadium. He spoke on how far away we are from Manchester City and Liverpool, how he said it's going to take more than one season. And he also said it's not just about throwing big amounts of money at it. So I did like that as well. So the intent seems good. But I was just playing pro clubs with the man and we were just talking about that. And Will made a great point. And he said, yeah, but the new owners of Chelsea sounded great. So, yeah, it's easy to sound great. It's like politicians who run. They always sound great. It's easy. Simple. Easy to sound great. But then when it comes to actually doing the business, different conversation. Yeah, I'm hoodieing up like that. So, we'll see. But I like from the clips, I like what he said. Obviously, he backed Ten Hag, but he's going to have to do that. What's my opinion on Igal's take on football? He goes... What do you mean when you say he goes too much? Igal knows what he's doing, man. Igal gets clicks. That's what it is. Shout out to Igal. Very knowledgeable guy. And when he's a troll. That's what he is. He likes to troll from time to time, and people fall for it all the time, whether it's on channels or whether it's on his socials. But I troll on my socials all the time. But I let you lot know I'm not being serious. But actually, that being said, people still take it serious. Big up to Ed, gang. Is the Gets New Daily Duppy fire? I'm gonna have to check it out. Yes, Yagali is the Kool-Aid distributor. He's the manufacturer. Not even, yeah, he's the distributor and the manufacturer. Couldn't say distributor them for a second. Flawless, what's the rap scene like in Manchester from your perspective in comparison to the London scene, especially as a Northwest London guy? I'm not really too tapped in like that, so I can't tell you. When it comes to music in Manchester, like I'm not the guy, even though like I know of artists because I be hosting shows and artists are on there and they see on my feed, and then like my Twitter and Instagram feeds, I'm also friends with artists as well. But like in regards to what the scene's like, not really like that. Because when I was making music, I didn't tend to listen to too many people. I don't want to sound like anybody else. And of course, you're gonna get influenced. And of course, the people I listen to, my influences, you're gonna hear that. But I didn't want to listen to too many people to sound like anybody else. That's what it is. But yeah, so it depends in particular what, like, I couldn't tell you what the Manchester scene's like that. Flawless, do you agree that Odegaard is trash? He has no ability. No, he's not trash. I think that's too harsh. He's not trash with no ability, no. He's a good player. Now, is he the level where Arsenal want to go? That seems to be where he falls short. When the going gets tough, Northside was saying this on Lee Gunner's channel. Big up to both of them. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Like it seems when Arsenal need him most, he can't deliver. So that kind of tells you, you know what I'm saying, all you need to know. So I'd say he's good, but not completely trash. And speaking of people, you know, you can't deliver. You got Ram in the building. Yes, Ram. What are you telling me, family? What's going on?
Love that talk, man. What we doing here?
What's going on, Ram? That's my way of saying I've missed you. That's what that is. If I give you shit, that means I got love for you and I miss you. That's what that means.
Hey, I was gonna say I thought, well, bros, but why you gonna violate me like that?
Man? Yeah. Nah, they know I'm joking. See, now you know how it's real. Because if Ryan was complaining, I would have just told him hold that. But it's nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ram, one of my favorite Liverpool fans, one of my favorite content creators. People, there we go. From Wade, it is. But yeah, big up. You lot get your questions in as well, and we'll go to you lot. You know what I'm saying, because you lot have got the big game, Ram. Big game. Actually, let me ask you: are you heavy favorites for it? In your opinion? Okay. Are you favorites for the game?
60-40. 60-40, I'd say.
Oh, slight favorites. All right.
Slight favorites. I'll say slight favorites. 6-4, 6. I don't know how to equate that to odds, but like we are slight favorites. Slight favorites. Okay, but I wouldn't say we're 100% favorites on you saw that, Flawless?
Mm-hmm. Okay. You broke up a little bit. You broke up a little bit. That's all.
It just froze. My screen just froze. I was like, oh shit. I think the injuries that we've had has been detrimental to an extent. Just to put it into context, Flawless, the game that we had against Luton, we didn't field a single senior player in a midfield position or attacking position on the bench.
Damn. Jeez.
So we are down to our bare bones. I think the only senior players that were on the bench were Adrian, Robertson, Kanate, and Tsimikas.
Jeez.
That's the extent. That's the extent that we're dealing with. People are saying about Núñez and Salah, look, I don't know what's going to happen with them. I'm going to edge on the side of pessimism and say they're not going to be playing. But if they are playing, then obviously our odds are a little bit better.
70-30.
65-35 because they're not fully fit.
First.
But it will have a detrimental effect in the future because if we aggravate further injury, then we're screwed overall. So it will be tough, but we'll have to wait and see what happens, man. And Ryan, you can go do one. You can definitely, in the words of our good friend Drifty, you can most definitely suck out.
Warrior Jay says, before talking about the final, even though we just spoke about it, what was your view on Brentford 1, Liverpool 4, and Liverpool 4, Luton 1? So those two games.
Oh, I didn't know we won those games 4-1 both. That's wild.
Yeah, I didn't realize it till he said it actually.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it till he said it.
Brentford, Brentford was bittersweet because that's where we had our 2 injuries with Jones and Jota, and those were extended injuries. If we disregarded the injuries, that was a statement win. I'm talking written, signed, sealed, enveloped, delivered to City and Arsenal, because those 2 teams struggled against Brentford to an extent, but we made them look ordinary.
Carry on, man.
Yeah, that's fine. Ordinary. We made them look ordinary. Arsenal had to get a last-minute winner against Brentford, and City had to come from behind to beat Brentford. Let's be honest, and we haven't beaten Brentford ever since they come up into Premier League at the Brentford Community Stadium. So that was a statement win from us. However, them injuries really did cost us. And then we move on to the Luton Liverpool game. We should have been 4-0 up at half time. We should have battered them. We've had so many chances to score, and we just didn't take them. Players trying to take extra touches when they should have had 1 or 2 touches, 1 touch shoot, 1 touch bang, but we didn't do that. And that's the thing that you're missing with Jota, with the like of a Jota or a Salah or a Nunez to an extent. They will have the capacity to be like, 1 touch, I'm going to smack it. And if it hits the target and goes into the net, great. If it's not, I'm still going to do it. So that was the big thing that we're missing. But again, we scored 4 goals. Mentality. We talk about mentality. I have no qualms about our team's mentality. Came from behind again. Virgil van Dijk stepping up from a corner. I haven't seen that in a long time. And to be fair, in my opinion, when it comes to the game at Wembley, I think we will win. But I think both our goals will be from set pieces.
So you winning 2-0 or
2-1? 2-1.
Okay. Do you concede first?
No. We score first, they equalise, and we score again.
First. Okay.
But both our goals is going to be set pieces, I think. We have to score from set pieces. That's our best. I think that's our best way of scoring, because let's be honest, Chelsea aren't really good defending set pieces, and also we have players that can score goals from set pieces. So we should make the most of it. Ibrahima Konate and Virgil van Dijk are very good headers of the ball. They got to start contributing at this moment. It is what it is.
First, Gil now said, "Is it another quad year?" And he put quad.
Honestly,
about the laughing emoji.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know, because if it was the fact that we didn't have this many injuries, I would have said it. But we do have them. So I can't be entirely sure, because I don't think we have the squad capacity to last until the end of the season with all 3 competitions that are left after the League Cup. And I'll say it again, like, we're going to be relying on players like James McConnell, Bobby Clark, Jalen Dans, like players Flawless has never even heard of.
Yeah, that's what I was like, who?
Exactly. Youth academy players. And I'm not even talking about players like Conor Bradley or Jarrell Quansah, who's been playing this season. I'm talking about players that are literally come off the bench with 5 minutes left of the game to go. And I'm also including injury time as well. 5 minutes left. So it's going to be tough. But if we get any more injuries, then it's done. There's no point in just talking about it.
But you're still top of the league with all these injuries. You're still winning games.
We are limping. And that's what I want us to do. We're just going to crawl. We're going to limp. We are a wounded animal at this moment, Flawless. We are a very wounded animal.
Okay.
Like we're a wounded. I'll use the expression. We're a wounded soldier that is crawling back to the first aid tent. And that's all we got to do. Just got to crawl.
Well, you're walking your stride. It's a stride with pride. You know, like that's what you like.
But it's also you've also got facts. You also got the fact that you got incoming fire from two different directions. So you got to crawl. You can't be walking, otherwise you're shot. You know what I mean?
That's fair. That's fair. You're not lying. You ain't lying. That is very, very fair. But like Omar saying, I think we'll win 4-1. Okay. And he's saying, would you start Joe Gomez?
Yes. I play Joe Gomez at left back.
Is Robertson injured?
Robertson's coming back, but he's been playing. He's been coming off the bench quite often.
Okay.
But I'm actually quite happy to have Joe Gomez because I think Joe Gomez he's physically more dominant than Robertson. And plus, just having an extra body in that midfield, I think it'll be beneficial in my opinion. I really do.
What, Shimaka's injured as well?
Tsimikas has just come back from.
Okay.
He just come back from full training.
All right, first.
However, there's also a part of me that's like, if we play Robertson, we could stretch that Chelsea defense. We could stretch them. And that's where we got our joy, and that's where Conor Bradley scored his goal, because we stretched their play.
Yeah, why not Robertson left back or Shimikas left back and Joe Gomez right back?
Because I want Conor Bradley to play.
Oh yeah, Conor Bradley's available. Yeah, you're right. First.
Conor Bradley, no disrespect to, I mean, it's not disrespect, it's just something that he just doesn't have. Compare it to someone like a Trent. Conor Bradley's naturally quick. Like, you can tell he's got acceleration, he's got pace. Having pace when you're a fullback is very, very, very handy. Especially when
it's a must. It's a must at this point.
Because that's the one thing. People have a go at Trent. Obviously, defensively, he's not that great, but he ain't got no pace. Like, he hasn't got blistering.
No.
Like, he's a powerful runner, but he's not blisteringly quick.
Yeah. I get what
like,
you're saying.
You talk about Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker is not the best defensive in terms of defensive awareness.
Well, he's got the recovery pace.
But he's got pace. Like, my man can have Vinicius Jr. could have a head start on him, and he can still catch up to him.
He can catch him, yeah. 100%.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Nah, you right. You right. So you're saying Joe Gomez, you want at left back, right back will be Conor Bradley, Tom Little, and then you've got two centre backs who? Van Dijk, Konate.
Yeah.
Obviously, goalkeeper Kelleher. You concerned about him?
Kelleher would have started the Carabao Cup final either way.
Okay.
He's been the Carabao Cup goalkeeper.
Are you concerned going forward?
I don't know, because he's there's moments where he's shown that he's had good performances. Like Brentford, he made a couple of really good saves. Like, you know that Tony goal that they scored? He made a world-class save driving down low. And then, unfortunately, Tony was there to get the rebound. He's made a couple of really good saves, but then he has those moments where you're like, oh, crap. You just rebounded back to their player. Or you didn't get a good, strong hand onto that. You know what I mean? So,
pretty good,
is that, and I think that's what I've been a bit concerned about. He's not fully switched on, which I don't expect him to be because he hasn't played a lot. But I have trust that he can start getting a little bit of form and get back to the level that he's shown that he can be this season.
And now where the interesting selection is midfield.
Endo, McAllister, Gravenberch, because we have no one else. Like, flawless, we have no one else.
That's not a bad midfield, though. That ain't a bad
It's
midfield.
not. It is not. And I'll tell you what, yeah. Alexis McAllister and Endo, ever since it hit December, have been arguably two of our best midfielders this season. And McAllister is now starting to cook. Especially when he's in that number 8 position. He's getting into those advanced positions, playing those passes in towards Salah, Nunez, getting assists, getting goals. He's starting to come to the throne now. And now that £35 million price tag is looking to be a big bargain now. Everyone knew it was a bargain, but now it's become like a proper steal for us.
First. And speaking of, bargains, not even bargains, just straight, just basement stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Ryan, what are you saying, fam? You good? What's going on?
I was going to say big up, but nah, forget it now.
Yeah, it's cool. Don't worry about it. Anyways, what are you saying? I'm saying cup final settings. Confident? Are you heavy favourites?
I would have said we're heavy favourites before the injuries. I still think we're favourites. I still expect us to win. I still don't think there's any excuses because I still feel we have a side capable of beating Chelsea. And
Okay.
they're a team. They're a mid-table team, bro. Like, let's just be real. Like they are in it. Like we
You know,
should
like
really be winning. Like we should be winning. Like there's no excuses really. And I think Klopp and Virgil themselves said that we can't have any excuses at the end of the day. We got injuries, so we've got no excuses. We should be winning still. Do I think we're heavy favourites? No, but do I think we're still favourites? Yeah, I
yeah.
still think
What
we're
would you say on a
favourites.
scale like if it's like 50-50, 60-40, what would you
60
rate?
40, 60 40.
Okay, that's fair.
Which
That's
is still
exactly what Ram
being
said.
favourites at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah.
So.
I mean.
And I expect to win in normal time as well. I'm not talking like extra time pens. I'm
Oh,
talking normal time.
I think after
Okay.
extra time.
I think he'll win an extra time too.
I think we'll be
I
quite
think
wasteful.
It'll be normal. I think it'll be
I
normal
think-
time.
I think we'll be very wasteful with our chances. I think
Why
we'll
is that?
still
Because
win.
of your attackers? Because what's your front three going to be? Diaz,
Elliot,
Elliot.
Gakpo, Diaz.
Elliott, Gakpo.
My opinion. I personally, and I hope I'm wrong. I personally don't think Salah or Nunes will even be in the squad.
Really?
I
think
one of them
Nunes
makes the
might.
bench.
That's true.
I don't think either of them make it. I'll be honest with you. I don't think either of them make it. Still, I don't even think they're training. I don't even think they're training. They're just doing rehab sessions, from what I've heard.
It's true. I know you got some
2 days before a game. Like, come on, bro. They. I don't think they're playing still. I'll be real.
Stro, I know you got them links here. Just hit us up with some notifications, some information.
Yeah, what big Stro, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We're starving over here, man. We're starving over here. We need some information, man.
Stro got big money, so he knows the money contacts. That's what it is. Stro out here making big money. Shout out to Stro every single time. That's family.
Yeah,
you lot continue to run up the likes. There's over 35 people in here. Don't know how many likes we're on, but it's not enough. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Make sure you continue to get your questions in. Keep it Manchester United or Liverpool related. Like I said, Liverpool in the final. So yeah, your team pretty much picks itself then, apart from left back, right? Because of the injuries.
Yeah,
left back's the only one where you can actually have a debate over who plays, really. Like Robertson, I think's actually played really well since he's come back from injury. I actually think Gomez the other day, and I've been praising Gomez a lot, Flores, when he's played this season. I've been praising him a lot. I actually thought he was a bit shaky against Luton. I thought he struggled a bit against their right winger. I forgot his name. Was it Ogbeni?
Ogbeni. I was a bit he was a bit half-hearted. I was like, bro, that's not
I thought he struggled a bit. I thought he struggled. Like, I mean, it was just one game as well with Gomez. He's been exceptional otherwise. But Robertson's been playing really well recently as well, to be fair to him. So, yeah, I don't mind whoever plays out of Gomez or Robertson. I'm fine with either, to be honest with you. I think they both have a case to be starting, so I'm happy with either, I'll be honest.
It's the question of whether you want to invert or you want to play in the traditional fullbacks.
But what's best?
That's not Flawless. That's the $1 million question, man. I'm here to ask the $1 million
questions.
Flawless. I'll say this though: if you play the inverted fullback, it allows Gravenberch to get onto the ball a lot more.
It's my boy.
Okay.
Man. It's my boy.
And I say this,
yeah,
he's a Graven. I don't want to say it again,
but you said it last week.
I said it last week.
No, but give him his ratings. But I've actually been. I've been critical of Gravenberch recently, but last couple of games, give him his flowers, man. He's done well.
Yeah, he's been good. But do you know what? He's been the worst out of an amazing bunch.
But that still doesn't mean he's been bad. He's still played.
Oh no, that's what I know. That's what I mean. We're gonna get into a couple of the the insides of the group chat, but that's not what neither of us are saying. We're saying he is the worst out of an amazing bunch of players that are playing in midfield. Like he's been good, but he hasn't been. We've seen him play very well. He's just not there yet.
We have to remember about him though. We have to remember he didn't have a preseason with us, bro. Like he didn't. McAllister and Szoboszlai, they got pre-seasons with us. He didn't. He joined late. He joined just after the season started. So like settling into a new league as well. Like, bro, like I still say we have to give him time, man. Like people saying sell him already. Like give him a pre-season, man. Like he's a good player, man. I like him.
I've heard some wild stuff though. I've heard some very wild. I've heard play him at 6. I've heard him. You can turn him into Rodri. I've heard wild stuff from our fan base, and I'm like, this is why some of us hate. This is why we hate some of our fans.
That's why fans need to be nowhere near decision making at football clubs.
The one thing that me and Ryan don't see eye to eye on many things when it comes to football, but we both agreed we cannot play him as a 6. He is not.
No, he's not a 6. He never was. He never will be. He's not a 6.
You're gonna limit him so much if you play him as a 6.
Bro, he'd stink as a 6 as well. Let's just be honest with ourselves.
And then you got people in our fan base saying like, "Oh, he could be our Rodri, man. He ain't got the passing capacity of Rodri, and he ain't got no defensive ability like Rodri as well." However, back to the game, flawless.
Wait. Can I just quickly address a comment? Sorry to interrupt you, Ram. From Jason, the disrespect on Chelsea. Bro, how am I disrespecting Chelsea? Like, how?
Did you see that?
Just snatch my mic.
Bro,
he said, he said the disrespect on Chelsea, bro. LOL, don't underestimate us. Jason, he did say 60-40. I think that's being kind.
So I am giving you a very realistic chance, but I'm also saying that's a big push. Yeah, we're top of the league, and you're 11th. Like, why should I not be confident? Why should I not expect my team to win, even with injury? We're top of the league, and you're mid-table. Like, come on, bro. At the end of the day, like, there's a reason for that. At the end of the day, even with injuries, we're still top of the league and winning games. So, like, come on, man. Like, but I am giving Chelsea a realistic chance. Like, I said 60-40. I still think we're favourites personally.
Yeah, 60-40.
I'm not underestimating Chelsea at all.
60-40, you're like teetering. That's it. You're not fully around it, but you just like hover. You're like teetering.
I know it's gonna
one or the other.
Bro, I know it's going to be a very close game. If we did have a lot of our players fit, then I'd be very, very confident for this game. But I'm still fairly confident. But I know it's going to be a very close game at the end of the day. So
let's go, man. What was you going to say?
Yeah, before the mic was really taken away from you from Ryan, I was actually going to say something about your boy. I think if he plays well on Sunday, we win this game. I think he's going to be important for this game.
For the people that may not know, who's Ryan's boy, you need to clarify.
Gravenberch. If Gravenberch has
was that your guy?
Yeah, I rate Gravenberch.
Was that your guy? Ryan likes Ryan. Fairs. Makes sense.
Are you surprised, the list? Are you surprised?
No. Nothing surprises me with this one. He's special. You know what I'm saying?
However, the one thing that Bennett he's very good at, and I've never knocked him for it.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very powerful runner of the ball
carrier
in both senses. He glides with it, and he can get past people very easily. And Wembley, it's a massive pitch. I think it's bigger than Old Trafford, isn't it?
Wembley is a big pitch. It might be. Yeah, it probably is. It's a
Wait,
very,
have you
very
heard this
big
one?
pitch.
Mauricio Pochettino said.
Well, what did he say?
He's urged the officials for the final not to be swayed by the hype around Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool farewell. Bro, this guy's lost his head.
Yes.
Like, what's
he's right. I would say that, man. I would definitely do that. That's smart.
Say that though.
That's very smart.
Bro, he's just panicking.
That's very smart. You know why?
Because he's trying to get into the referee's head.
Yes. Because the referee's like, if I give that decision, I potentially could be like, if I give that decision, and they're gonna say because it's Klopp. I like that.
Our great managers did that. Like, Klopp used to do that a lot. Ferguson used to do that a lot.
Did that all the time. Yeah. He's great. I love that. He's magic. You know. I love that. Let's go. Shout out Poch.
But like I said, if it's a big pitch, Gravenberch will have a lot of space to run into. And he has the capacity of beating players whilst with the ball. And he could potentially start attacks for us.
Mm-hmm.
And he could really dominate this game. It is a perfect opportunity for him to dominate this game.
Mm-hmm.
What better way to do it by the Carabao Cup final? Do it in a domestic cup final.
We will be there. We are going to see. We are going to watch. But yeah, you mentioned it. Group chat settings. Floor's yours, Ram.
What's there to unpack? It's just basically Ryan just crying that we're gonna lose the league or something. Like, what are we doing here?
Injuries. Let's go there then. We'll go in there crying, Ryan. Floor's yours, family. Are you gonna lose the league?
That's rude. That's really flawless, man. That is so rude.
Are you gonna lose the league?
I think with us, it's my kind of prediction remains firmly on like Alisson for me.
Right.
I think he's the big. Well, Salah and Nunes, they'll probably miss the game on Sunday, but they'll be fit for like I think the next league game in it. Like let's be real. So I think they'll be fine for that. I still think even without Jota for most of the season, we've still got enough there in attack with Salah and etc. And also our attackers have kind of upped their game as well recently. I still think we've got enough there even without Jota. Even without Jones, I still think we've got enough in midfield as well. So, but it's just Alisson, man, because he's like, I really like Kelleher in it. I really do like Kelleher, but Alisson's Alisson at the end of the day. Like, come on, bro. He's the best in the world for a reason, and he's a big loss. Especially for the rest if he is out for the rest of the season or for most of the rest of the season. I just think that's yes. Even though I think we've got a very favourable run in, more favourable than Man City and Arsenal's, I'd say. You're still gonna have moments where you're gonna need your keeper to bail you out, and Alisson would do that. And yeah, I just think we'd miss. I just think he's too big a player that we'd miss him. But
Let's go. So it's
if
go
he
on.
is back just after the international break, for example, which is also what some people are saying,
Mhm.
then he might potentially miss only like 2 more league games, 2 or 3. So then I think we'd actually be okay. And then I'd probably say I probably would have us favourites for the league. I'll be honest with you. But I think a lot
So
of it also comes down to the Man City game as well. Like I
okay,
think
so
that's
if
a
he's
massive
out,
thing.
you think that's gonna because obviously you've been saying league's on its way, but now with this Allison injury, it's up in the air.
Yeah. I think that's good reason because that's a big player
That's
at the
fine.
end of the day in a very big position. Like
Yeah.
he's the best in the world. When you're losing the best in the world in such a crucial position, that's always
You
going to be a
know,
loss for a team at the end of the day. And like I said, I really like Kelleher. I rate him, and he's done really well in the last few games. But that downgrade is from Allison to any keeper we could have as a second choice is always going to be massive. So yeah,
Do
that's
you
the
know?
thing for me.
Do you know what's a better good example to point at? You know, we obviously Allison's Allison, but Flawless. I got a question. Would you
Go
say
on.
Ramsdale is a title winning goalkeeper?
No,
Would you say David Raya, the title winning goalkeeper,
from what I've seen, no.
is a bit like that? It's a bit like that. People would say Edison ain't a title winning goalkeeper. The
I
one
think he
thing he
is.
does,
Well,
the
he
one
is.
thing
He literally is.
no,
Look
but
at who
people,
he
people,
is.
no, but people say of his quality. But the one thing he has that no other goalkeeper it has, his composure on the ball is flipping
Nah, but let's
insane.
be. Edison is also a way better keeper than Ramsdale and Ray, even with his hands. Like Edison's shot stopping is a bit like, but like it is still way better than Ramsdale and Ray as
It's
well.
more, it's better. I think like Ramsdale and Raya are both like competent, but he's just
Yeah,
like
competent.
good. He's good,
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
but
Yeah,
his distribution on the ball is out of this world. Like it breaks
best
the
I've ever
meter.
seen.
It just breaks the meter. But Allison is more like accomplished in every single aspect. Kelleher, on the other hand, he can do like crazy saves, like we saw against Brentford. I think we saw a couple against Burnley at home.
Yeah.
He can do some crazy saves, but he also has the capacity to have a mistake in him as well. And it's whether which one's going to really pop up the most, and we can't categorically say we can fully trust him because we haven't seen him for an extended period be trustworthy. You know what I mean? So that's how I see
Yeah,
it.
that's fair. No, I'll take what you said. So is it good? Does it cost you the league, in your opinion, Ram, if he's out for the season?
The whole season?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. But
I
say he's
think
back after international break, like
then
Ryan
no.
said, let's say.
Then no.
No. So league on its way, Carabao Cup on its way, quad on its way, yeah?
If we don't get Bayer Leverkusen in Europa, then I'll be very, very happy.
How you
Bro,
can't be
we'd
scared of
probably
Bayer
have to play him
Leverkusen.
at some point, bro, to win it. Like,
Nah,
what we
but
doing here?
How are you scared of Bayer
I'm not.
Leverkusen?
I wouldn't be scared. Is not the right word for it. Let's not go over the top here. It's not
I'm just
scared.
asking. Because you
It's
said I
just
don't want them. So I just
I just
presumed scared. That's why I had to ask. I had
I
to
mean
inquire.
I don't want City in the FA Cup. You know what I mean? So it's just
I
one
get
of
that.
them ones.
I get that.
I think for me, like Leverkusen's stylistically will be a problem for us. They're very patient. They're very good with the ball. They rarely give it away cheaply as well. They're very precise with their movements, and it can be a little bit of a concern for a team like us. And for me, I don't really want to see them at all. However, I still think we should be winning the Europa because we are the best team in. I said this at the start of the season, Flawless.
Yeah.
We are the best team in Europa League. We should be winning Europa
Yeah.
League and a domestic competition as well. And look what happens. We got a domestic competition and
Europa League, your favorites for Premier League. So
we should.
So we say minimal a treble. Is that what we're saying? Minimum, Shari, I should say.
Minimum. I wouldn't say minimum because again, the seasons we still don't know what's going to happen. We could have another couple more injuries. Then what? What do? We play James McConnell in midfield.
He's a good player, man. Allow him.
No, no. Ryan, don't get me wrong. I like McConnell as well. I think I'm going to be. Very
I know what you mean. I think he's still relying on a youngster who's barely playing.
I think it's like Flawless. It's like you relying on
a youngster to get us over the line in the Premier League. Okay.
Like Kobe Mino. Like you have no one left and you got Kobe Mino
manning that midfield. What we move?
Behave yourself, Flawless. What are you doing?
Man, what are we talking about? What are we doing?
Well, the best midfield in the Premier League.
Premier League. Did I stop?
I can name better.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
You're the only person better than Kobe Mino.
Yeah.
Kobe Mino. But yes, run up the likes, people.
Rodri.
Make sure you hit the who.
I
gotta go run down at Chelsea. Yeah, sure. But yes,
Alexis McAllister.
Who?
Alexis McAllister.
All right, this is not what we're doing. McAllister. You know what I'm saying? You've been carried by Gravenberch all season, but we moved.
Oh,
anyways,
the likes, you don't even believe that yourself.
Hit the subscribe. Yazio been carried man by Endo.
Look at this guy.
Endo carried him right here. He's carried by Endo and Gravenberch, third wheel.
I respect man like Endo. Respect boss like Endo.
I do respect Endo. I just said he had a better season than McAllister. There we go. You've been carrying him. You've been carrying 40 million worth of Argentinian merchandise. I respect it.
Really?
Yeah, man.
That's not what you said half an hour ago.
You?
You?
About who? What did I say half an hour ago?
When I said McAllister's cooking now, you're like, yeah.
I was like, all right, fans. I was letting you cook. You know what I'm saying? I was getting out of the way. I wasn't being a hindrance like McAllister is to Endo, but we move. Anyways, as we say, but I get your overall point about relying on youngsters. It's like relying on Forson or something like that, or the
it's like relying on like Martinelli when he was 90, was like 70. Yeah. Martinelli second when they're like 18 years old. Oh wait, they did.
I get you.
Oops.
But Ryan had another. We'll go to that because Ryan had another meltdown. You know what I'm saying in the chat about Alonso, Ruben, and now he's out here calling Ruben Amorim a bum, etc. Xavi Alonso potentially going Bayern Munich according to reports. We'll go to you, Ram.
Where's Tom Little? Where's Tom Little?
Yeah, Tom about to pop out nowhere. Why? All right, we'll go there. Go on, right? Why is Ruben Amorim all of a sudden a bum? What happened?
No, he's not a bum. I just do it to piss off Tom. But also,
okay,
how you could want Amorim over Alonso is a bit crazy to me. But
go on, explain then. Why would you? Why?
I wouldn't say
so. Amorim seems like a good manager, innit? He seems a good manager. I'm not even going to deny it, innit? But like Portuguese league, yeah, it's a decent league. It's a good league. I'm not denying that. But bro, Alonso's literally about to probably end the Bayern Munich dominance that's been there for 11 years, bro. With Leverkusen, inherited a team second bottom, and a year later could be about to win the league.
Third from bottom.
He was second. He was second from bottom, bro.
Well, that was 17. Sorry, that was 16.
No, but don't they have a couple less teams in Bundesliga?
Yeah, they're third from bottom then.
No, I'm sure they were second. I'm sure I read second from bottom.
Oh, either way, still
second from bottom.
They were still in like the relegation playoffs.
Yeah, they were really towards the bottom of the league. They were a bit of a fucked up situation. Bro, like he's shown that he doesn't really need time as a manager in it to actually get his message across to his players. Bro, Amorim, like, you know what it is as well, yeah. Bro, this guy couldn't even finish top of his Europa group, by the way. But let's not get into that. But also,
who was in their group?
I have no idea in it. But
right,
like,
even your own laptop is disagreeing with that point, bro.
Yeah, fact. I can't even say that because I don't know who was in their group. So I'm
gonna Flawless. I'm gonna have a look.
Yeah, find out because this guy just skipped past that. Oh, they didn't finish top of their group. Who did they have in their group? Yeah, we need this for clarity.
They had Atalanta in their group. The Italian team, Atalanta.
Atalanta are seen as a good side.
Let me have a look at where Atalanta are in the league this season. They normally hover around top 4. Oh, they're 5th. They're 3 points behind Bologna, who's having an amazing season, and they're 2 games behind them as well. So there.
Whatever in it.
Now, go on, Ryan.
Because we're replacing like because we're replacing such a kind of legend
Yeah.
of the club in Klopp, who's such a big person at the club. It has to be someone who's gonna really inspire the fans and And I just feel Alonso's that guy. You know what I mean? I just feel like there's no
Oh,
better
you want
option.
the emotional attachment. I hear you, man.
I feel like
It is an
Alonso's
emotion,
just the one that ticks
inspiration,
up.
emotion, same thing.
I feel like Alonso's the
You
one
had
that
it
just
once,
ticks
didn't you?
most of the boxes. Do you get what I mean? I think he's the
Do we have
manager.
it
Hammer
with
him,
who?
like, bro, like.
Who?
You are my Solskjaer.
That
What
chat
are you
is
talking
fire.
about, Solskjaer?
Fire
Oh, yo,
only
he's going to be buying
Solskjaer.
interim manager, bro. Like, what's that? Bro?
You make me happy when times are good. That chat is fire.
We have the same one, and that one's fire just as well. There's
Who's
Garcia. Luis Garcia.
Okay.
He drinks sangria.
That's it. Hey, whoever comes up with chats, yeah, you creative. That's all I gotta say. Oh, Alan Shearer, what's so much there? Yeah, that's fire. Yeah. That chat is fire. I can't lie.
Having a chant like with that sort of like tune, if you can make that work,
yeah, it's a cheat code.
Yeah,
it's a cheat code. And to Andy says, question, Flawless, when's the last time United fielded 3-4 academy players in the league? We've done that this season. Maino, McTominay, Big Will, who I spoke about, centre back, Rashford, Garnacho. They're all academy players. That's 5 off the top of my head. And I'm sure there's been games where they played. So yeah, we played 3 or 4.
Speaking of which, Flawless, before we move on,
Go on.
top 5 chants. Has to be player. You can't do no glory Man United.
Yeah, we are the best. We got the best chance, like bar none. Are you saying overall or Manchester United?
Man United players.
That's tough.
Man United players. Man United players.
That is tough.
Well, Solskjaer's gonna be up there, isn't it?
Jeez. I like that we are the pride of all Europe, the pride of all Europe, the cock of the north. I like that. I fucks with that chant, and that's not even a player chant. That's a
Idiot.
that's
He
a
said
team
the
chant.
player chant, not team chant.
Yeah. I'm just saying though. I have to clarify
because we could. I could say
yes.
like bring on your internationality. I love that chant.
I'm trying to think, yo.
Fire chant.
Now I'm stumped, like in regards to like my top 5 favorites. I have to think that I don't like the Rooney one. The Solskjaer one's fire. Cantona one is fire, 110%.
What was that? How long ago?
I don't want to be out here singing, yo. You trying to set me up at that. You trying to set me up at that. I ain't silly, yo.
Originally, I didn't know what it was, but then I remembered. Yeah. I remember like, nah, leave it. We move.
I'm trying to think. The Anderson one was fire, actually. I really like the Anderson chant. That shit was fire.
How does that go?
I'm trying to think. It's too long to be singing. Yeah, it's too long to be singing. It's long. Like I prefer the longer chants. Trying to think. Hey, in the chat, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Run me some ideas. I know there's some players I'm forgetting right now, and I'm like, yo. But yeah, Cantona, Solskjaer, Anderson,
Park,
Gary Neville. You know what I'm saying? I like Gary Neville's one because against you lot is great, and it don't even rhyme. It's beautiful.
What about
Park? That's it. Ji-sung Park one. Yes, that's definitely top 5.
Wild.
Yes, definitely. That's it.
Wild.
My Park Ji-sung one is definitely top 5.
Because you started that when he scored that goal against us in 2010.
Good. Shout out Ji-sung Park, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Ji-sung Park.
It's a terrible chant. Let's be honest.
It's a fire. Why is it a terrible chant?
It is wild.
Yeah, of course. The best chant is wild. What are we talking about? Vidic. That's another one, Nick. Vidic's chant. I've got Solskjaer's. I've got Parks, Vidic, Anderson, Cantona. That's probably my 5, but I might be forgetting some. Let me know some more people.
Yeah, what about Bruno?
Let me know some more. I even know the Bruno. Oh, yeah. The Bruno chant's decent, though, still. It's not top 5.
How does it go?
You know exactly how it goes. I ain't singing that shit. It's a joke, man. Joke. Look at this guy, yo. Look at this guy. Hilarious done.
No. The only Bruno chant I know is that it goes like Bruno. That's it.
Oh, nice that he goes left, he goes right. The Stam one, Nick, is a little bit. And Stam one of my favorite players, but it's not like it's not it. It's really not. Giggs one's good. The Giggsy one is good as well. Trying to think. But yeah, I bet. That being said, now you've asked me this, I bet a chance of the team chance where we're just sending shots at everybody. That's why we are the pride of all Europe, the cock of the north. Like we hate the Scousers and the Cockneys, of course. At Leeds, like that shit is my favorite.
My favorite one, my favorite chant to sing is the Chelsea one when he sings to them like. It's like, fuck off, Chelsea SC. You ain't got no history.
Yeah, that's a cool chance. I like that.
This is great. You know what the crazy part is, Justin? Ollie at the Wheel is actually a catchy song. You know what I'm saying? But they just ruined it because of just, him. He just ruined it. That's why I'm glad that song died, but it is catchy. 100%. Some of the worst
Wait,
players
Ram,
are
what are your top 5 chants?
I was gonna say that to you, Ryan.
All right, me. What player chants or team chants?
Let me Google this. I'm gonna Google Manchester
For
United top
me,
chants.
for me, Luis Garcia is definitely there, 100%. The Fernando Torres one I love.
Torres one was going to say that was fire. Torres one was fire.
Yes,
that was so good. That's
when he
when I
wore
think
the
about
armband, you
that
knew he
Torres
was
one
red.
might be my favorite one. I'm not. I like the
I ain't
Trent
gonna
one,
lie.
but
You know
I've got better
what's
ones
a
than
top
that,
5
I
chant?
think.
Scott McTominay's chant. That shit is fire.
How does that go?
It's just
That chant they've got
isn't
here is
it?
fire. Like it's one of those. It's like, yeah, this is catchy, 100%.
How does that go?
I just googled it. I'm not singing it. Is I like it's but again, catchy. That's how. Don't you think you ain't you don't listen to music like that? Why do you think music? How do you think choruses are basic? You know what I'm saying? That's how some of the catchiest, some of the most well-known tracks ever known to man are just basic. That's how choruses are. They're not supposed to be complex.
Couple of chords.
It's not lyrics. It ain't supposed to be complex.
Chord progressions. Or 4 It's normally 4 chord progressions.
Facts.
How you can play music.
Some of the best hooks we've ever heard, and some of the best choruses.
Some of the best preludes are flipping arpeggios. It's like that's literally arpeggios. Yeah. Like that's like basic.
It's basic,
music.
like See, Ed said it there. That's Scott. Yeah, when I went to the game, I was singing that Scott because he scored twice as well, and that Scott McTominay song was ringing out. I was like, "Yo, right, it's catchy, definitely." That's probably top 5 as well. I'll have to like go through the list because I know there's some old players we forgot and there's chants we forgot. Definitely, without that. But the team chants, I prefer the team chants.
I love the Jota one.
Oh, the Jota one is cool.
I love the
Jota one is good.
Jota one is. I think the Jota one is the best we've got for a player at the moment. I'll be honest.
Currently, they tried to make
I like the Virgil one. I like the Van Dijk one. I think there's better ones than the Trent one. Personally, I think there's better ones than that.
Oh no, the best one. This one's got to be Bobby Firmino's one.
Firmino's was good.
Firmino's was the best. I love that song.
Yeah, Firmino's was good. Van Dijk, Jota, yeah, they're really good. Mane had 2 though. Mane had a basic one at first. Oh, Mane, but then it turned into Sadio and all that. Like, which others though? I felt like we could have had. This is unpopular opinion. I felt we could have had a better chant for Gerrard. We had a couple for Gerrard, couple of main ones, but I felt like we could have made a better one. I'll be honest.
Nah, because it's basically Que Sera, isn't it? That's what it's meant to be. That's why they stuck with it. With trying to think of anyone else. Xabi Alonso's one was a bit basic.
Gerrard,
that was basic as hell.
Yeah, that was Xabi Alonso, whatever. But that was kind of basic. I'm trying to think. Gini Wijnaldum's was all right.
Yeah, Gini's was actually quite good. I'm
trying to.
It's a shame we haven't got a proper one for Alisson though.
It's just Alisson.
Yeah, we ain't got no proper one. But I think top 5 would definitely be Torres, Jota,
Van Dijk,
Firmino,
well.
Torres, Jota, Firmino, and a couple more. Luis Garcia.
Van Dijk's in there personally.
Luis Garcia and probably
Robert Salah's.
It's all right, but I wouldn't put it like that. Like
I
heard Flawless I heard Flawless is with Jason Park and Solskjaer. I was like, is Salah really up that level? I'm like, nah, not really. I want to say he's up that level. I'll say definitely Torres, definitely Jota, definitely Luis Garcia. I was also gonna say I can't think of anyone else.
And I'm trying to Robertson. I like Robertson's.
It was kind of basic though,
but it is good. I do like singing Robertson's.
Bobby, sorry, I completely forgot Bobby Firmino's one.
You literally said that before.
I know, I forgot about it and I just remembered it. That was the 4th one. I need one more. The last one, I'll probably go with someone.
What about Henderson?
Oh, fuck off.
Jordan Henderson.
No. no. I've never rated that chant.
Divock Origi.
No.
Oh,
Again, it's quite a lot of it's quite basic. I'm trying to think of like old school players.
right.
Robbie Fowler's one was actually quite good, if I remember it. I think, yeah. I'll put Robbie Fowler's one up there as well.
My favorite team chant at the moment is probably Ale Ale Ale. That has been for a few quite since it came out.
Actually, my favorite team chant was Fields of Anfield Road.
Yeah, from Young, yeah, that as well.
Yeah.
That, yeah, that one, yeah. I'd say which others would I say? Ale Ale
Fields
Ale,
of
Fields of
Anfield Road.
Anfield
Bring on
Road.
your international. Bring on
Bring on your
Internationale
Internationale is cool.
is mainly the
It's cool.
European nights. They sing that.
Yeah, no, but mainly European nights, but it can get sung at others as well. But Ring on Your Internationale is a fire one still. I love that one. I was thinking of another one as well. I still say Ale 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 is my favorite.
Oh, it's the most catchiest one. It's the most catchiest one out of all of them, 100%.
It's just when it actually gets going, it's such a good one to sing with the scarves and everything as well. It's so good. There was one I had in my mind as well.
Have you heard the Dominic Soboslai chant?
No.
It's actually all right, but I don't think it's easy to sing. Like it's not very. I won't say it's not very memorable enough. Like it's very complicated, but
Yeah.
it's actually quite good. It's actually quite funny.
What about the Klopp one?
Nah, hate it.
Nah, I like it still. I remember there was semi-final against City at Wembley a couple of years ago. Oh my days, that song was popping off so much that day. It was
Which
so
one?
good, man. I'm so glad Jurgen is a real club.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I'm not a real fan of that one.
I like it
I'm
still.
really
He just doesn't like us singing it during games, man.
I think the chant is a bit basic. I'm not, and I don't think it's that great of a chant to have. I think they could have done better with that.
Yeah, no, I think it's good, man. I think it's good.
Nah, I don't think. I think it's okay. I think it's okay, but I wouldn't really put it up there as like top chants. I would sing.
I love singing Liverpool top of the league like that. That's a good one.
Okay, I mean, yeah, nah. I'll tell you what. The best one I heard from a stadium at Anfield was when we beat United and everyone was saying we're going to
win the league. That when Salah scored.
Yeah, that's when everyone was like, "Yeah, we're going to win the league."
That was when, because all the throughout that up until that point in the season, we all knew. I think we all knew we were going to win it, but we were all too scared as well. I feel like we were all a bit too cautious and scared as well. We all knew deep down we were going to do it, but we were also a bit scared as well in terms of actually saying it. But then that game kind of like was the one where you were like, nah, we're not afraid to say it anymore.
Just win it.
Yeah, especially when you score a late goal like that against United to seal the game, it was always going to be like that.
Would you have goal songs?
Goal songs?
So you know how when Bayern Munich score, they have like the Fred Flintstone.
I'm not having that. I hate that. I hate that. I think
it's funny. It's funny because you just hear Fred Flintstone going yabba dabba doo, and I was just like, "What am I hearing?" It's funny. And then Madrid have one. They actually have their song "Hala Madrid," go off, which is very regal. I'm not a fan of it. It's very regal, and like it's not like proper, like, you know, a proper goal song. Dortmund has a goal song. Like that's a decent one. I think also I think all the German clubs have a goal song. Like Leipzig have one as well.
Most of them do, yeah.
Leipzig have the, what's it called? I Feel Good. But would you want Liverpool to have a goal song?
No, I think that'd be horrible. I genuinely think that would.
So once we score, it just blares out LA, LA, LA.
Nah, man, I know what you mean, but I just feel like that shouldn't be forced. It should be like we do it generate it ourselves rather than a song just coming on that like during the game just after we scored a goal. I'm like, nah, man.
I mean, like if someone like, because I've obviously with you hear it with the German atmosphere and German games that they have. When they score and you just hear the goal song and everyone's singing it, it's just like it's a vibe. Like,
you know, one thing I kind of, you know what, one thing I do kind of like about I do like about us though is like I feel like we don't sing a lot about other clubs.
Yeah, we just talk about ourselves. So
yeah,
we just
talk about where you got your United, your Chelsea's, all the other clubs.
United have the same one.
All
United
Arsenal
are the
do
same.
is sing about. All Arsenal do is sing about Spurs. Chelsea just sing about other clubs. Whereas we just focus on ourselves. We just sing songs about our club and everything. I like
that's
that.
Why,
innit? Instead
that's
of just
why United and Liverpool are the two biggest clubs, because our songs are all about ourselves, not anyone else.
Yeah, but you say that we fire at the ops as well, though. Everyone gets it.
No, but we also fire at the
Liverpool
ops as well. But we don't really.
Think we do. I don't think we do. I'll be honest.
No,
we do a bit.
As in, like, our best songs are all about our team.
I can't like. I think it's rare when I see. It's rare when I see us sing about other teams. I'll be honest. I don't really hear it a lot.
Gil, no, you.
Like when we say the council house is never full. That's another fire chant. Oh yeah,
you ain't got no fans, so the chants aren't the best. You ain't got nothing above it. Your chants are dead. Your chants are dead. You ain't got no chants. Like, stop it.
Who?
City.
Oh, City. Oh, City. Yeah.
City don't have any fans to sing the chants, though. That's the thing. That's
nah, don't do that, right? Them 20 people be solid. Quiet,
no, okay, fine. Some of them can be loud, innit? Sometimes.
Whatever. Them 20 people be fine. But hey, you lot continue to run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. All right, 43 likes. Big up Stephanie G as well.
Now, do you know what song's fire? I used to love singing it, but it was never our song. It was actually Crystal Palace song. It was Wilfried Zaha's chant.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, Wilfried Zaha.
What's the Zaha chant? What is it?
It goes like da 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 hey 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 Wilfried Zaha.
I didn't know.
Have you not heard it? It's just funny to hear it, and it just goes off. And it's just like, what the hell? For some reason, it was just so catchy. I was like, oh, I like it. You know, it's kind of solid.
Nah, first, yeah, it's them ones that like them low key ones. But like I say, I prefer that when you dissing the ups that's just me. That's just my favorite. Guys, if we beat Southampton, the game against
I wanted to talk about this actually.
Game. Oh, is it you lot he's talking about? Yeah.
Yeah,
so actually, Ryan said that. Ryan said that in the chat. Even though he does chat shit,
I think it's huge. This, but
oh yeah, you lot ain't winning the league.
I think that's huge for multiple things because I think what it does is it makes that Southampton game even bigger next week because like you want that game to be postponed to later in the season because you want a league game, one less league game with the injuries. Do you get what I mean? Because by the time that Everton game does come around, if it gets postponed, we should have a lot of players back at the end of the day, and that's one more league game where we have a full. Kind of more of a full squad of players, so I think that's why it needs to be. We really need to win that Southampton game to push that game back. But also, I mean that game is going to be
Everton second to second to like you. That's not ideal.
That might, but you know what it is. No, that might be Everton's last home game of the season because I think they might end up scheduling that. You know, like a few days before.
No, it is. No, Ryan, it is.
It will be
because they're moving to their new stadium next season.
That might be Everton's last game in the stadium.
Oh no!
It could be a Merseyside derby where they're fighting to stay up and we're fighting for the league. Do you know that would be probably the biggest? Oh my days, that would be.
Oh no! Last game at Goodison Park.
I reckon that would be their last one at Goodison if it gets because their last game of the season I think is away at Arsenal. But I think they'd scheduled that for a few days before. It would be a midweek game. It would definitely
could be going for the league. They could be trying to stay in the Premier League, like you said.
But
potentially
their
last home game as well.
Last ever game at Goodison Park. That is no.
Yeah, you lot could win the league there potentially. Surely that's a good sign.
No, we need to be minimum 3 points ahead of Arsenal and City by that point.
You know what? We need to have the league wrapped up by then, so we get a guard of honor at Goodison. Oh my days!
All right, so what would you prefer, a guard of honor at Goodison or what's it called, or
winning the league on the last day?
What? Say that again.
I said the last day. I said, what would you prefer? Either a guard of honor at Goodison, or you go to Goodison, and if you win the game, you win the league that night.
I'd probably rather win the league by winning the game.
Okay, first.
But that can guarantee me. I don't want to be going through the whole stress, man. I just want to win the league as early as possible.
Nah, man. I want it on the last day. Take me through that stress. I will happily do it. I will happily do it.
You know what? I'm calling you an emotion merchant. You know, that's crazy.
No. You know what? I'm going to add even more fuel to that fight. I'm adding gasoline. I want Alisson to score a last-minute winner as well. Give me all that.
I ain't going through that stress, man.
Give me all that. I am just going to add gasoline to that fire. You know, give me all that gasoline. Screw it. Just get someone sent off as well. Might as well just get someone sent off.
Pick him off the stream, Flawless, man. I just want the league done as early as possible, man.
Yeah, it's all well and good, but like that's added incentive though, because it is potential that you could, if you win there, it could be to win the league or like stay top of the league. Also, as well, Everton's last game, Everton could be trying to stay in the Premier League. Oh yeah, they dunking on you lot. Let's go, man. Hey, Everton, I'm with you, man.
Bro, they ain't beating us in the league in front of fans for like 10 years.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? And this 10th year, watch. If that's the second to last game of the season, they're gonna fuck. It might be a draw. They gonna fuck up your title hopes.
It's always a draw.
If it's 3, we need to be 3 points ahead of them. 3 minimum 3 ahead of them.
I'm all for it. Hey, that watch along will be elite, and we will be there. Big up to Eric for the super chat. Says Jurgen Klopp going is the same as Sir Alex Ferguson's going. Enjoy these 3 months. Nah, man, they got Xavi Alonso going in there, man. They'll be all right.
Not according to Ryan.
I'm scared he's going to go Bayern.
I thought that was your guy. But okay, so let's say hypothetically he goes Liverpool. You're okay then, because you have someone, like you said, who will inspire the fans.
Yeah, I want Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, so you'll be all right then if you get Xavi Alonso, because he's not nailed onto the
side. That's what I want. I want Xabi Alonso. I'm scared he's going to go Bayern.
Yeah, he could go Bayern. All right, what about Tommy T? You might get Tommy Tuchel.
Oh, go away, Flores. I heard Tyrone make that statement. I almost yacked on the stream.
Why are you against Tommy Tuchel? Talk to us, Rambo.
Because he bottled the league. He almost bottled the league last season, and he's bottled the league this season. Do you think I need that?
Bro, his stocks are good. Bro, if you'd have asked me this a year ago, I would have said yeah, but
you said yeah. Okay, so let's say hypothetically he wins the Bundesliga. Let's say he turns it around.
Still wouldn't.
No, let's say let's say he wins the Bundesliga and the Champions League.
No.
No. That might.
No.
That's a good question, you know. It's a good question.
No. If he wins the Bundesliga and the Champions League.
No.
Yeah, that has to make you think then. Come on.
No. Okay. Do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny, Flawless? This is real life and it's not gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. But it's like you lot on the baby.
No, it definitely won't.
We can still talk about it. I'm saying, like, you know. Still
chat about it. Flawless. Thomas Tuchel is the most overrated manager I've heard Chelsea fans.
Nah, it's Antonio Conte.
I don't even think he's overrated. I think people are realizing, like, I agree with Ryan in regards to his stock dropping. And yes, I don't think that Bayern are winning the Champions League. I was talking hypothetically, people.
Do you think they're winning Bundesliga?
You don't seem that way. The way Leverkusen is still undefeated, right?
Leverkusen are 11 points ahead of them.
11.
But Bayern have a game in hand, but yeah,
that's crazy. Greg, he's already
we're not just passing. Ryan, there's Bayern Munich. That if they have a game in hand, they'll be 8 points behind them. That's wild.
Yeah, that is wild.
I never said anything bad.
That is wild.
You just said it as like, they got a game in hand. Like that will do anything.
I literally said I think Bayer Leverkusen are going to win the league. I don't think.
And just to clarify, he is Greg. Tuchel's. It's already come out that Tuchel is leaving Bayern at the end of the season. He's definitely leaving. So hopefully he gets Xavi Alonso goes there. And this is actually a good question. Eric, big up for the super chat as well. And Ed says, Ryan, will you want Xavi Alonso if Leverkusen bottle the league and the Europa League? So let's say they win neither.
New information, new opinions, isn't it?
I think it would make me.
I stay consistent for
this. Yeah, answer the question, right? Man, asked you a question. What's going on?
I'll stay consistent.
Probably because I'd be less excited about it, but I'd still take it because I'd still be like, I still have to acknowledge the job he's done there, taking a team from second bottom to potentially winning the league to a title challenge in a year. Like that's something, that is very good at the end of the day. And also, yeah, like that's why I'd still take him. And I like the way he plays his foot, but the way he coaches his team, the way they
So
play
if
football.
he loses the Bundesliga from here and they don't win the Europa League, you would still want Xavi Alonso in charge? No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Yeah, you can lie to us, but I know you.
I'd have to assess my options again.
Yes, you definitely. That's code for. I wouldn't want him if he doesn't win the Bundesliga from this point. That means so from 11 points from this period, even though Bayern have a game in hand, they just fall off a cliff.
How many points how many games have they got left?
Yeah, how many games do they have left? A Bundesliga expert, your time, Ram.
I think it's 10. Under 10.
Yes. So they have an 11-point lead with 10 points. I mean 10 games to go, or let's say an 8-point lead with 10 games to go. And 11, they don't win the 11. Yeah, this guy a joke, man.
Nah, I would have to reassess the options then. But
yeah,
I think they'll win the league in it, genuinely.
Yeah. It's hey, Bayern, you know what? Just either Kane doesn't win a trophy over there or Xavi Alonso doesn't. It's gonna be interesting.
I know you too well, Flawless. You don't want Kane to win that Bundesliga trophy. That agenda's gonna run for days.
If Kane doesn't win,
you would want that chaos.
It's gonna be chaos.
You would start the chaos.
What chaos will I start?
I don't think it would be an agenda, bro. I don't think you have to.
I'm not sorry. I don't mean to say like as an agenda, but you would start the chaos.
What chaos would I start? I just ask a question. I'd be like, okay.
You'd have to ask serious questions of Kane if that happens.
I'd be like, yo, let's have the conversation about world class 100 million plus. Give him the keys.
Can I ask you guys a question, by the way?
Yeah, go on before you go on.
You see this fire, this big fire, like this massive fire, like a bonfire. That's the Kane, like you having a go at Kane. Right. If he doesn't win the Bundesliga, it's literally you getting 2 barrels of gasoline and throwing that onto the bonfire and throwing some fireworks just to make sure as well. That is you. That is you. You see this big ass bonfire, yeah? You are just gonna make it into a forest fire from now. You know what I mean?
I just ask questions. I'll be like, all right, let's have conversations about Mr. Harry. You should have spent 100+ million world-class Kane. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Harold Kane. But he's got plenty of goals in the system, so it's not his fault.
He can win the Bundesliga, the German cannon, innit?
Hey, yo. Well, yeah. Did I want Kane at Old Trafford? No, Gil. I didn't want Kane at Old Trafford. And people was like, how could you not want Harry Kane at Old Trafford? Exactly. How could you not want Kane at Old Trafford? Because we're more than.
Oh, wait, did you actually want Benzema?
Yeah, I want Benz. Yeah. I want Benz and Tony. Benz, Tony, and over.
Benz.
Ivan Tony. And we should have.
Oh, I thought you meant
when I say Ivan
Kroos.
Tony, they're like, no. Ivan Tony as in like sign him then and then get him in January type of thing.
By the way,
go on.
Would you say Toni Kroos is one of the most underrated footballers of all time?
No, I think he gets his flowers.
I think he gets his ratings.
I don't think.
I just don't think he's gonna get as much flowers as you would think because he's had the majority of his success next to Modric, and Modric is better. That's not a shot. Modric is one of the best midfielders I've ever seen. Like I put.
Can you say the same thing about Kroos though?
Nah, there's midfielders. I don't think Kroos is bad. I think Kroos is the tier. I think this is gonna sound crazy. I think he sits in the same tier, but not like.
So you at the top, I'm guessing you've got like Zidane. Iniesta,
yeah, he's not one of them. He's not Zidane,
Modric.
Iniesta, Pirlo to me. Modric, he's not them. They're A-star. He's A.
That's fair.
That's what it is. He's not. Kroos ain't Pirlo. Like if someone said to me Modric over Pirlo,
he's not. He's not.
If someone says Kroos over Pirlo, I'm like, no.
He's like with Paul Scholes and Gerrard and Lampard.
Yeah, I put Scholes at that A-star table, but that's just me.
That table is reserved for World Cup winners. And World Cup
only World Cup winners.
Got did and
what about just domestic dominance? Does that not count?
Nah, because World Cup is just different gravy, man.
Okay, all right, sure.
I wanted to ask you guys a question before we started talking about Toni Kroos for some random reason. Right.
It's Kroos, but yeah, like don't get it mistaken. Like Kroos, the people, top quality and has been top quality. But like I said, I think he's just not A-star. I think he's A. Whereas Modric is A-star, and that's why you're not gonna get all the flowers.
if Germany wins the Euros and he's a big part of that, would you put him an A-star? Because he just come back out of retirement to play for Germany.
It's an A-star achievement. So yeah, you then sit at that table. If you do that, if you come back and you ball out, and because we give Modric credit for getting Croatia to just I should say to the final. So
it wasn't just Modric, you know. I mean,
No,
Rakitic and Brozovic were also doing the thing.
They both played. It was it's not just him, but the fact he played his part.
That trio was fire.
Yeah, he played his part.
That's like a world-class trio: Brozovic, Rakitic, and Modric. Oh.
Yeah, they played his part. And just to go now, ask me in regards to I didn't want Kane because look what's happened with Harry Kane. He's gone to a better team with a better manager and has failed there. Not him individually, but I'm saying the team. So why would he be here and do better? Would Manchester United be in a better state? Absolutely. In regards to a team, would he be help our attack? Yes. Would we score more goals? Yes. Would we get more? Would we create more with Harry Kane? Yes. But for 100+ million, I'm looking for much more than that. They're just the team would be better. That's most.
What if he's young?
Yeah, if he was younger, then yeah. But I don't see it and his lack of athleticism and lack of pace is all in the same. I've said this. I want no slow strikers out here. Unless it was Benz. He's the exception to the rule.
It's Harry Class. Say, you know the rest, blood.
Yeah, man. Well, how's that going? Ask Bayern. How's that going for Bayern and Tuchel? How's that going for Bayern and Tuchel?
Nah,
Someone tell me.
We've had the conversation already, Flawless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's just what it is. I'm like, how's it going for them? I big up to RSV for the super chat. Appreciate it. Says, do you think there will be another Manchester United and Liverpool title race when both teams go toe to toe with each other? The last one I recall is 08.
I think one day it will happen.
Will there be another one? Yes.
No.
Why? Whatever again?
Because for some reason, whenever you're doing well, we do shit, and whenever we do well, you do shit. So it just never happens.
What I'll say is, in our lifetime, it will happen again.
Yeah,
when
I
it is, I don't know.
I agree.
I hope we all
it could be
it could
be in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. It will happen eventually.
I hope we will live for 100 years.
Hey, if I'm here for 100, so everyone watching, if I'm still here 100 years from now, shoot me on my life. You know what I'm saying? I do not want to be here 100 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Still on this mic, talking the most about football.
That just took a turn for the worst right there. What the hell?
100 years from now. You know, I'm already plus 30. I don't need to be here 100 more years.
It's world record, man.
For what? You know what I'm saying? I don't like people as it is. You lot are fucks with these two on panel, but you lot are my people in the chat. So it's kind of
it was funny, yeah. It was funny. It's the same brother that said, "Oh, bro, your conversations are fire. Oh, bro, I could talk to you for days." This joke, joke man right here.
Yeah,
this joke man right here is wild.
That's what I do when we brothers and we peoples. I run bands. Like, this is me. You know me well enough. We spoken long enough.
130 years, you know.
Do you want to be 100 years from now?
No.
Right then, sure. That's why I give you stick. Because you out here trying to sell me something that you're not with. No one's that. I'm sorry, people. I don't want to be.
All I'm saying, if I'm at a point where I need to rely on someone else to wipe my shit, then shoot me.
No, I'm at that point where it's a wrap. Once I can't do for myself, I'm good. I'm like, yo, pull the plug. You know what I'm saying? I've lived a great life. It's been phenomenal. It's been fantastic. I'm actually a professional talker. It's brilliant. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But RSV, big up for the super chat. But yeah, to answer your question, do I think we see one? Yes. When? I don't know when that is, but we will see one again. That 08-09 one was good though. Still, it was a good one. Great ending as well. Ed says flawless. Thoughts on rumor of Forson starting? From what I've heard, I've heard the same rumor. Sorry, yeah, it makes sense. A youngster plays up there, just an attacking player because Hojlund's injured, so we're down like you lot with injuries. We down to the bare bones
again.
What do you mean again? Hojlund don't get injured like that. When did he get injured the first time?
I thought he got injured at the start of the season or something like that.
Oh yeah, he did have a little niggling injury. Yeah. He did. But yeah, now he's injured the same 2 to 3 weeks. So our attackers, we've got Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony, Forson, Diallo.
But you got wingers. Yeah, you got all the wingers, but no center.
Man, I needed Hojlund fit for next week when you play City, man. I actually need you, man, to get.
Oh yeah, we got no strikers. He's not. They're saying 2-3 weeks minimum. Saying it's muscular.
Oh, okay.
So it's a wrap. Show his
I mean,
own.
Rashford
Thing
lost
is,
to
you
against
actually
City.
could have the tools to get some at City, man. Just sit back counter, man. Like,
Not without Hojlund.
exactly, that's saying you.
No, but
until Hojlund
Rashford
got injured.
Rashford loves to score against City though.
Yeah, sure. You can rely on Rashford all you want this season, mate. That's a you thing, Ram. I am not involved.
I'm gonna be relying on so many people this season,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Against City, I am relying on mate. I'm relying on flipping. What's his name?
Who?
Nicholas Jackson against City.
Actually, I'm relying on him to do the business against you, like in the Carabao Cup.
Is he fit?
That's what I need. Yeah, did he not? Yeah, he played against City. He came back from AFCON. He's not been injured. Is Showtime out alone? Yeah, I have no idea, but our attack is so thin on the ground.
On the topic of youth academy, what do you think of our youth academy, like our progression of our quality of youth players that's coming through?
Well, both Manchester United and Liverpool.
I'll talk about us, but you can also mention yourselves.
Oh, see that going. Floor's yours. Carry on.
No, I said like your perspective on our academy and how.
I don't think people understand what youth academies are there for. In regards to, and because we talk about Liverpool, we use it. You are looking for the cream of the crop when it comes to footballers in general. You are looking for the top 1% of the top 1%. The likelihood of that coming from your academy, you're more likely to get struck by lightning. You're more likely to win the lottery. And we know how low them odds are. Academies are there to produce professional footballers.
So then what's more likely? So if you're going to compare class of 92, compare it to the odds of that in real life.
Winning the lottery. That's the class of 92. Winning the lottery.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
I thought you were going to say something a lot. I thought you were going to say.
Go on.
I thought you were going to say something a lot more harder.
Nah, like that is winning the lottery to me. Like that's the only thing I can, outside of winning the lottery or getting struck by lightning. I can't think of anything that's low odds like that. But that's what that is, 110%. Like class of 92 fooled so many people. Like that's the norm. Like if you get one player every 3 to 4 years, that's a great return. And when I say that, I'm talking about a player who operates at a good level, whether that's a first team or a squad player. Because we are looking for the top 1% of the top 1%. That's what we produce.
Have that. Rashford. We arguably have that now. Because you think about Trent in 2017, then Curtis Jones in 2019, 2020. Yeah. And now you got like Conor Bradley and Kucherov. He's still a quality player, though. He's still a quality player.
Season, though.
But the thing is, he's that. But we're talking about, has he developed to get there now? Of course, if you're a youth player, unless you're a generational talent or you're just a sensational talent, you are not going to be there. It is like people don't know this because they were old enough. The class of 92 were not the class of 92 that everybody loves.
People forget about Robbie Savage.
Yeah, like people know. In regards to that, people forget that they had to improve. People forget that they had phenomenal players around them. They had a phenomenal manager. Like people forget those things. That the famous quote from Alan Hansen, "You never win anything with kids." That's because we got beat. I think we got beat 3-0 away at West Ham. And he was like, you'll never win anything with kids. Or was it Villa? One out of claret and blue. You know what I'm saying? Same difference. I knew it was a claret and blue kit. And he said that. For those that don't know, that's what happened. It was the first game of the season. Sir Alex had sold senior players like Paul Ince. He sold Kanchelskis and he sold Mark Hughes, who were 3 of our senior players at the time. And people was like, and there was no big replacements in regards to signings coming in.
Cantona was still, suspended.
He's kind of not still suspended at that time.
I think he wasn't playing.
No, if it's class of 92, he got suspended the season we lost the league. So no, it would.
It's the same season as the Wimbledon game. It's the same season as that goal that Beckham scored against Wimbledon.
I can't remember. It might. I can't remember if it was that season or not. But to the point I was making, see, that's how you know Ram, a student of the game. It's like they was doubted. You know what I'm saying? And imagine that was the social media area that you sell 3 senior players, don't make any big signings, and then you throw in a whole load of youth players, and then you get beat on the opening day, and then someone on match of the day comes out and says you never win anything with kids. So yeah, to the point I'm making, like you lot having Trent and Curtis Jones in the past 3 to 4 years is a fantastic return. Because how many I said, academies are there to make professional footballers.
But we have 2 now. We have 2 in this sort of like period. Jarrell Quansah and Connor Bradley.
Okay. So now you're going through. So what did they come through? Was it this year? Yeah. So you've had those two this year.
Whoa. Connor Bradley came through a couple seasons ago, but then now he's
So now
he's obviously he plays like when he first played, he was like a boy, like he was getting bullied around, but then he went League One and got kicked the shit out of, and now he's.
So in the past 5 years, you've had like 4 come through. So great. People were like, "Oh, that's a great return." If you get 4 players who can genuinely help your first team, and Liverpool are chasing all the top honors, that's a great return because that's not the norm.
Connor Bradley's actually so good.
How many youth players are in at Liverpool's academy, and look how many make it through to the first team. It's not even 1%. All them youth players.
I haven't even mentioned players like Bobby Clark, James McConnell, obviously Dan's as well. They're just starting to come through as well.
He looked all right, Jaden Dan's, when he came on.
Yeah, Jaden Dan looks all right. He looks decent. He looks really. I think people. Do you know? It's not even the class of '92 for this. I think it's La Masia has really.
That's another one.
And Ajax as well.
Bro, like it's not the norm. Like you said, La Masia, like with those quality players.
Like I feel like Ajax based their whole philosophy as a club on that, though. That's
that's why they don't win as consistently as they normally do. And I think once every generation there comes a couple of players that just come along and just do what they do. I know like Ajax, they had a time where it was like Overmars, Seedorf, Davids, Kluivert, what's his name, Van der Sar. Players like that coming through. You get that once in a while. And then obviously with La Masia, you had flipping Sergio, you had obviously Lionel Messi, Gerard Piqué, who obviously was at Barcelona and then moved to United and came back. Messi, Piqué, Iniesta. Like he just is there players that just come along and then just do their thing. I think Busquets was a late bloomer because he was still at Barcelona B, then came through afterwards. Fabregas was also a part of that as well. But yeah.
I didn't know that. But yeah, just to clarify, people, it's not the norm when these players, they see the players that Ram mentioned. That's not the norm to get those through your youth system. It's hard to find them if you go out and scout and pay big money. It's hard to find talent of that caliber. It's not easy whatsoever.
We tried to do that as well. As in, like, we bought players like Ben Doak from Celtic to our academy. We bought players like Trey Nyoni from Leicester to our academy. We bought Harvey Elliott famously from Fulham to our academy. So
go on, Ryan. What
try
you saying?
both ways.
I was going to ask a question. Do you think if Liverpool win their next 2 league games against Forest and Man City, does that make us favourites for the league?
Forest and City.
If we win those 2 games.
Yes.
So
if we beat City, we are favourites.
Yes. Okay, that's the thing is, will you beat City?
That's the big question. Very big question.
That's what I'm asking you.
Fuck no. Yeah, I think
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
You know what? I actually think we'll beat City at home. I really do.
Even with Kelleher in goal, yeah? No Alisson.
Yeah. Bro, I've seen us beat Pep City with Karius in net, bro. I saw us beat Pep Centurions at home with Karius in net, bro. Like, come on.
Okay.
We didn't just beat
you winning the league then, Ryan? You still on the winning the league thing, yeah?
You know what? Yeah, go on then. Yeah.
Did you see how his mind just changed? In the space of, what was it? In the space of flipping 1 hour, your mind has changed.
You know what I'll say? If
60 whole minutes.
If we beat Man City, Everton, and Man United, if we win all those 3 games, we'll win the league.
Damn. Space of 60 minutes, you just change your tune. Straight like that.
He's a mess. And Ryan's gonna become more of a mess as the season. Like,
bro.
It's gonna be beautiful.
You
know what I'm saying? Being emotionally invested in your club will get you like this. It's a wrap for Ryan. It's a wrap for Ryan people.
Carl, you know how gassed I was after the game?
Ain't no wrap for me, man. So I'm comfy.
Okay, well, we'll see if you comfy there. Yeah, sure. When that City game, when I'm asking you, all right, City coming up. Thoughts?
I have been saying for a while that.
Go on.
Go ahead, Brian.
I have been saying for a while that this, for at least a couple of months now, I think, saying that this is our best chance of winning the league since we actually won the league. Do you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think we've got a better chance of doing it this season than we did even in the season where we were chasing the quadruple a couple of years ago. I think we've got a much better chance this year, in my opinion. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, that City game will be interesting. But before we do close out, run up the
What do you
likes, hit
think
the
it'll be in
subscribe
that
button
game?
as well. Which game? You lot versus City.
Yeah.
Currently draw, but has to be both the week of. Has to be the week of, and then we'll see where everyone's at and what's happened prior to that. Eric says,
what? I got a prediction though.
Go on.
I think one of City or Arsenal drop points tomorrow. I don't know which one, but I think one of them will.
I agree with you. I think Arsenal drop points tomorrow.
I don't know who it will be. I think
Newcastle.
if City win, I think Arsenal will drop points after that.
Flawless. Newcastle is shit, man.
They are pretty bad.
Yeah, Paul. All right, cool. So with West Ham?
I don't know why people are being so shameless over Arsenal losing the other day, like they're not going to get through in the return leg.
Yeah, because you just want to be a misery. Because you just want to be a misery guts. That's why.
No,
what's
but
the
even
point
then,
of going in on them now when they're going to get through?
No, Ryan, but we can't say that. We can't say that because I cast your mind back 3 years ago. Juventus said the exact same thing. Look what happened.
This guy the joke man thing. Man said,
"What's the point?" No, let's not do that, Ryan. No, don't do that.
That was a garbage.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's not do that. They still had a very good team. They had Chiesa. They had Bonucci, Chiellini. They had some decent players. Let's not do that, Ryan. Sorry for all this.
Now go on. Let Ryan do his thing. Cause I'm gonna get to him being the misery guts he's always trying to defend Arsenal, man, all the time.
Nah, it's just shameless.
Why are we dissing us? You shameless. What are we talking about? This guy acting like we don't know him.
Last season.
This guy.
You finished fourth last season and you want to tell me they were a good team? Allow it.
Well, if they had injuries, they had injuries. What do you want me to do? I can't stop them from having injuries.
You're so shameless, honestly.
What do you mean?
This is the pot calling the kettle black. It's crazy. It is crazy.
Absolutely, but let's be real. We all know they only lost 1-0 away from home.
I actually agree. I don't know. I actually agree with you.
Through.
I actually agree with you that they'll go through. That's not what I'm disputing.
But why are we being so shameless? Like,
no.
Why are people being so shameless about it?
Can I
reword
it?
Because it's Arsenal.
Can I reword what you said?
But this defeat will mean nothing if they end up going through, which they probably will.
Yeah, but we don't care about context when we're being shameless and bantering each other about football.
You're on Shameless FC every week, Brian. You should know this, man. What are you doing?
What are you talking about? So if Manchester United would have lost that game, you wouldn't have been running jokes.
No, until you get knocked out, I wouldn't have been.
All right, sure.
That's a lie. You are such a lie. You are such a lie. I can't believe you straight up lied.
I'm not.
I would run jokes. I wait till I run jokes. All right.
I would have waited until you'd have got knocked out.
Ryan. Juve had points deducted that season. That's why.
Sure. This guy, man. This Ryan guy.
In 2021.
What Arsenal girl you trying to? All right, let's get to it. What Arsenal girl you trying to suck up to? It's definitely that.
No, I'm not. I actually
see how his voice went up. It's definitely Arsenal chick. Hey, what Arsenal? Hey, chat. Let me know.
Arsenal fan before.
You definitely have. Hey, chat. Let me know who the Arsenal fans that like content creators that you think he's.
I
definitely.
I don't know any Arsenal. I don't know.
Yeah, they will know him. The chat will know. Let me get to this from Eric as well.
I spoke.
I know a couple of Tottenham ones though, Jez.
But I don't think I've spoken to Arsenal. I'll be honest.
Yeah, you definitely spoke to Arsenal. This Arsenal Defense League is embarrassing.
Trust me.
Eric says, if you can't, big up for the super chat, Eric, much appreciated. If you can't get Xavi or Tommy Tuchel, then who?
I don't want Tommy Tuchel.
Yeah, but he said again, can you not read? He said, if you can't get Xavi or Thomas Tuchel, then who? Do you understand the question, my friend?
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
probably
just to clarify.
Probably Flick.
Hansi Flick, yeah.
There you go. You both saying Flick. First. Eric,
I've always said Hansi Flick before Xabi Alonso, in my opinion. It'll be Flick then Alonso. That's how
De Niro, I didn't do nothing, man. I'm just saying I don't get this Arsenal Defense League. Arsenal and Liverpool got this thing because Sam does it for Arsenal.
Bro, I don't even like Arsenal, bro. Didn't I get to Arsenal fans the other day?
Yeah, but that's
Ryan. Flawless knows me personally. He knows my thoughts on Arsenal. He knows how much hate I have for Arsenal. And he knows how much I hate them. He knows how much I cuss them as well. and how much I would love
You
to
see?
cuss them.
Oh,
with
why are we
every
battering with
opportunity.
Arsenal? They lost the game. Why are we not adding context to a footballing defeat?
They lost the
Because
game
no,
where it doesn't
Ryan,
matter
Ryan.
because they're going
Ryan,
through
do you
the
know why?
next leg.
Because their fan base starts to make comparisons, like comparing flipping Saka to Gareth Bale.
Brother, let them talk, bro. Until we all know it will fall
No,
flat on
because
their
they
face
need to be.
eventually.
Because they need to shut up.
So why was you going in on them last week then if we all know it's gonna fall flat?
Nah, it's just the fact that you man are getting onto them for
Okay.
losing 1-0
So why
to
was you
Paul,
getting
where that result is
so
not going to matter.
okay, and what they're saying is not gonna and what they're saying the fans is not gonna matter. So why did you get onto him last week?
Well, because they'd
What's
be
the difference?
disrespecting my club. I couldn't give a shit about what they say about their own club.
Okay,
I
so
couldn't
they
give a shit about what they
disrespected
say
your
about
so they disrespected your club. So say a fan felt like that, and Arsenal fans disrespect all our clubs. So that's why we're bannering them. Do Arsenal fans
bro,
not
they
We've actually been doing well, and they're trying to say
Do-
we're
No,
an
but
overrated
Ryan,
club.
they-
wait, hold up. Do Arsenal fans not disrespect all rival clubs?
Yeah.
Okay, so
they
we
disrespect
can't. So
our
we can't.
players.
Exactly. So can't we disrespect them back?
I just think it's a bit. I just think for me, I'm just like
Look at this
wait
guy
until
trying
they
to
get knocked
No,
out.
Ryan. They
No.
compare their
No.
players to our
I know
players
this stupid, bro.
and
When did I say
United
Arsenal fans
legends
were intelligent?
when they
I never
haven't
said they
achieved
were.
anything.
Bro, we
This
all
guy
know
trying
they're a
to police the
deluded fan
thing.
base. Of course we know that.
They rep
Hey, De Niro,
Saliba.
this is a
They
joke
rep
thing,
Sal-
De Niro. It's crazy.
They rep Saliba when my man didn't even contribute. He contributed nothing in the World Cup.
Ram. Let me speak. I know Arsenal fans are probably the most deluded in this country, bro. I saw Regal put eight Arsenal players in a combined 11 with Real Madrid. I saw that stuff in it. I know they're deluded.
He still
And
needs
I
to
ain't
stop.
defending Arsenal
Let's
fans.
go, Pels. Shout out to
I
you.
ain't
Let's
defending
go.
Arsenal
Real
fans at
one.
all. I
Okay, I
can't
agree.
stand Arsenal fans personally. I think
Yeah.
they're so deluded. But like,
Even your computer
what I
agrees
will
as well.
say is,
Even the saying thumbs down. Hey, Pels,
what
if you
I'm
want to
saying
replace,
is,
Ryan, the spot's yours. I'm
no,
tired
but
of
what
this
I'm
guy. Go
saying
on.
is, just wait until they get knocked out and then go for them.
Where's the
That's
fun in that?
Because if they go through against Porto, which they probably will, they'll just come back.
So who cares? Yes, and
Who
that's how it
cares?
works. That's how it works. Then they
And then
will
let them-
run their jokes.
And then let them get slapped by Bayern Munich 10-2 again.
That's how this works. When you lose, you get bantered, regardless of if it means anything in the long term or not. Because short term, it's hilarious.
Bro, if Arsenal go out to Porto, trust me, I am cooking Arsenal. Don't get me wrong.
You know what?
But
You
I'm
cook
also
them once.
waiting for them to get knocked
Nah,
out.
I don't care about that. I'm cooking them twice. You know what I'm saying? I'm never missing Arsenal
Ryan,
cooking.
we've already started the marinating process, bro.
Facts.
Me and Flawless have already marinated the chicken, bro.
That's fair.
We wash the chicken, we put the lemon on it and put it in the fridge. You know what I'm saying?
We've got different types of marinating. We got peri peri, we got jerk, we got everything sorted, man. You know what I mean? All we just needed the barbecue.
Facts. The seasonings and everything, all purpose, the whole nine, the whole rack is there. You know what I'm saying? With the seasoning. Flawless Ryan gets cooked with Arsenal. It's calm. Yeah, it's facts. This guy over here defending him. Let me get to the super chat as well from Eric. Another one. Hey, Eric, big up for the super chat.
Your
I
teammate
appreciate
just
it.
ignored my message in the group chat, you know.
I don't blame him. I ignore you all the time. LFC for the Premier League. Poor Hendo lifted the cup with no fans. He's just getting his shots in fast. You know what I'm saying? And that fast. I respect it. But yeah, like all this, hey, to anyone watching this right now, Arsenal lose, crash on them.
Yeah,
every time.
Ram, can I ask you a question, by the way?
Yeah, okay, fine, yeah.
How would you rate Virgil van Dijk's captaincy this season?
I was going to ask Flawless that question. I was going to ask Flawless that question.
Do what he's supposed to do. Like he's a leader for you lot. Lead sets the example.
Bro, that header the other day, all my days.
That was a captain's goal.
Yeah. He sets the example for you lot. That's why I don't criticize like Van Dijk. Van Dijk is an exceptional centre back. Like that's the biggest compliment.
Hey man, apparently Gabriel's been better than him this season, boys.
Hey, hey, you know what? You don't criticize. Nah,
I'm just saying
that's
what Arsenal fans have been saying.
Don't do that. And to kill now, because people ask me this all the time. Oh, Flawless, who do you want to win the league? None of the above. That's who I want to win the league. Avoid it. You're asking me basically what weapon do you want to get shot and killed with? Do you want the Mac 10? Do you want the Glock or a handgun? Either way, I get shot and killed. So yes, I lose either way. So that's why I don't have no horse in this race. Or revolver, whatever the case may be. I'm dying.
See, though, I do remember watching your watch along after on the final day a couple of years ago. In that when Gundogan scored twice for City. I remember seeing you relieved when he scored the third.
Because I didn't want you lot to win a quad. It wasn't about City winning, it's about you lot losing. I'm all there for that. Liverpool losses, I don't care about the win. So like whoever wins the league, the great part, well, not great part, the only crumb of comfort I have, actually not even crumbs, exactly. There's 2 losers. And whoever loses, I'm crashing on the entire summer. Whoever loses.
But with City, man, like why would you crash on City when they've got no fans to actually
because you know why? Because then we can talk about all this Pep Goat talk and all this rubbish.
Would that go after 1 season? Like, come on.
No, it wouldn't go, but I'm saying it's a black mark. If you get beat to a league title by Arteta, I'm sorry, I'm looking at you.
Oh, yeah, Arteta would be a bad one. But I don't think Klopp would be as bad one.
Because Klopp has proven to.
It's already happened to him before.
Stop dynasties,
hey, that Liverpool the first Premier League side to win without a world-class midfielder in the Premier League. Just saying. It's the weakest midfielder.
Oh, well, Fabinho was. Fabinho was one of the best DMs.
Right, no. You're missing it, Ram. No.
No,
right now.
We don't have now.
Right
He's got a point.
See, people, I'm already creating in my head. I'm ready.
Trent's not a midfielder, bro. Allow it.
No, I'm gonna bend it as much as I can. I'm gonna bend that. Pause.
So that's what I'm saying, like in regards to AO. But yes, that's what I'm saying. So like, if Pep wins and Liverpool and Arsenal are the losers, I'm just crashing on both fan bases, both managers the entire time, 110%. If Liverpool win it, City and Arsenal getting crashed on. If Arsenal win it, City and Liverpool getting crashed on. I'm focused on the loser.
Pep shouldn't be losing out to a team that finished 5th and had a whole midfield rebuild when you think about it.
That's wild.
It'd be the weakest outside of Blackburn is the weakest midfield on paper to win a league.
What do you mean?
The Liverpool midfield, if you lot win it. Maybe Leicester. But then you don't have a Kante. There's no one of Kante level.
Would you say it's weak because we still don't know what they're still not proven yet?
Yeah, because of right now, none of them there.
Okay.
Like if we were to do a Premier League, all Premier League winners 11, none of your midfielders are getting a shout.
Maybe in a couple of years' time if they win it again.
Maybe if they do it again, but I'm talking about right now. Like Kante is in the conversation. No one from Blackburn's in the conversation. Everybody else is in the conversation. United, Arsenal, Chelsea, all their winners are in. All those teams are.
What about Leicester's?
Their midfielders are in it. Leicester, Kante.
That's because of what he did at Chelsea.
No, because of that season he had there.
No, that season with Leicester was insane.
He was incredible that season.
Insane.
He was incredible, and then he carried it on. He's shown it wasn't just a one season wonder. Man was playing next to Danny Drinkwater in a 4-4-2. What are we talking about? It's one of the most impressive feats ever. Danny Drinkwater in a 4-4-2
last season.
Scholes is still there. Scholes is still
balling. Back from retirement.
Scholes is still there. Is that the one? No, we didn't win it when he came. No, I don't think. Did he win it when he came back from retirement the first year?
Yeah, he did.
Because
maybe that one then. Maybe that you got me, Ryan. Maybe that's the exception. Because
you carry Michael Carrick as world class, which I rate Michael
quality,
Carrick, but I didn't think he was.
Carrick was quality though.
Yeah. Carrick was obviously not world class, but he's top class. Yeah.
I would still say though, and unpopular opinion, I think Flawless might have shouted at me for this. I think Hargreaves is a better DM than Carrick.
No, I won't shout at you for that. Hargreaves is supremely underrated for what he did in the double season in 08. What he did during that period is. I wouldn't argue that Hargreaves is a better player. I'm not even arguing that. It's just a shame he's injury prone, yeah? Better DM. I hear it. I'm not even gonna shout at you for that. I hear you. I hear it.
Oh.
Different.
Wait,
but I hear it.
Did Blackburn have a world class DM?
Nah, that's why I said throw Blackburn in there. And he went world class.
Oh,
right. I'm saying? You can throw Blackburn in there. Blackburn and the Manchester United side you mentioned in 12-13. They're the only two.
Can I argue it though?
Go on.
We have a world class talent.
McAllister.
No.
Who?
Szoboszlai.
No, he's not. Allow it. He's not.
All right, Ryan. Let's be real. Szoboszlai was one of the most highly rated young midfielders when he was coming up.
No, he's not.
One of the people said he was going to go on to do like amazing things when he was coming through Salzburg.
Man said world class. Oh my word. Oh. He's not, bro.
World class talent, I said.
He's not even a world class talent. He's ass. I'll be honest.
I beg kicking, bro.
He's just energetic, bro.
Flawless, do you want to have a proper conversation, please?
We go close out anyway, but we will revisit. We will revisit
This sub is like
Look,
overhyped, man. Oh my god.
yeah, love to everyone who has locked in. We will be redirecting straight from here. We're doing the Mandem United podcast. So myself, Eddie, Sheik, all in the building, people. All in the building. So yeah, make sure you don't go
Plus, you know
anywhere.
how you
We'll
want to
be
know
on the
subs
channel
like
as well.
shit?
Go on, hear me.
You know when all fans are saying right now is all Szoboszlai's where they're hailing his defensive work and all that stuff. Attacking when you know an attacking midfielder and you first think your hype is his work rate and defensive work.
Yeah, because he's showing a side of his game that you didn't see before.
Yeah, because he's not showing the side of his game that he was supposed to be good at, which is on the ball, but he's ass. Like, let's just be
What
real.
you mean? What do you mean? That is he's shown his quality on the ball this season.
For 2 months.
Maybe not consistently, but he's shown
for 2
it.
months. He showed it for 2 months.
If he can do the fundamentals, which is defending and covering our right back, I have no qualms in hoping that he can get better on centre mid. I have no qualms in waiting for him to deliver on his output attacking wise.
He's ass, I'll be honest. We're a better team without him.
Mate, your opinions is ass.
That's all I'm saying. I agree.
We're a better team without him.
Eric, again, big up for another super chat. Eric, much appreciated, my guy, man. Because I believe you're new to the channel as well, so salute. Much appreciated, for real, for real. Hey, yeah, De Niro, clip this, man, 100%. He says Rio or Van Dijk. They're both going to say Van Dijk. I'm going to say Rio. So it is. I've said this before.
Depends on what you base it off.
Everything. What does Van Dijk do better? What are we talking about?
Who's better, Terry or Rio?
Rio's better than Terry.
Rio, I've said this. Rio, to me, he makes my all-time Premier League 11.
So who plays next to him then?
Jaap Stam? What are we talking about? Who?
The best Premier League 11.
Yes, the best Dutch centre-back the best centre-back we've ever seen in the Premier League to me is Jaap Stam. Period. Even though he was only here for 2
best
and a bit years.
Or greatest?
Best. Attributes-wise. Technically, physicality, and mentally, he had everything. There wasn't
You wouldn't say attribute-wise VVD is better than Rio?
No. No, I wouldn't.
Really?
Rio didn't have no drop-off.
I'm talking attribute-wise in the best versions of themselves.
Yeah. Nah, still no.
Really?
I think technically both very good, but Rio was different.
I think the reason why I take Virgil is because he's a lot more. His physical attributes in terms of he's a lot quicker than Rio. Rio was quick, but Virgil was like
Virgil's presence as well. Like also with him is the fact that Virgil made any centre back next to him look competent. Like whether it was Matip, Gomez, Lovren. Whereas Rio, like he had Vidic alongside him for most of the time. That's a bad boy centre back as well. So.
I think for in that team, Virgil is the best partner for Stam. Because Stam would do the whole "I am going to clamp you no matter what," and Virgil could be like.
The reason why I disagree with that because Stam is a better version of Vidic, and we've seen what them two was like. Yeah. Stam's an upgrade on Vidic. Like in regards to an aggressive centre back, but he was also better technically. So imagine
I could also argue though, even though he's nowhere near the quality, but we have seen Virgil next to an aggressive centre back.
Are we forgetting that like Rio also play next to like Johnny Evans? And this ain't the Johnny Evans we see now. This is not big game Johnny. This is younger Johnny Evans. I think, was Chris Smalling there at the time? I'm not sure if Chris, maybe. You lot let me know, because he also played alongside Chris Smalling.
I mean...
Say again?
Lovren.
Yeah, Lovren's not good. But yeah, like I say, Rio was ridiculous. But again, this is all preference. Like Van Dijk's cold, don't get mistaken. And someone mentioned Chelsea. I say this already. I think Carvalho is the most underrated centre-back in Premier League history. I think he was that good. I think at his time at Chelsea, he was better than Terry. Unpopular opinion. Yes.
Would you rather have Carvalho or Pepe?
Carvalho, and I'm a big fan of Pepe. But I think Carvalho is criminally underrated. Criminally underrated.
Okay. I'll go with one. Carvalho or Ramos.
Carvalho. And I'm a big fan of Ramos.
Over Ramos. Big game Ramos.
Over Ramos, yes. Big game Ramos, yes.
And this is not Ramos when he loses his head.
Yeah, like don't get me mistaken, I'm a big fan of Ramos. But Carvalho, I like.
What about Thiago Silva?
Ooh, prime Thiago Silva, different.
Milan. I think that's his best Silva.
I think I'm going Thiago Silva. Yeah.
Okay, I got another one.
Go on.
Vidic or Mats Hummels at his best?
I see Hummels like that, so I can't really comment. I'm gonna go Vidic. That's my bias, but I didn't watch Hummels like that. Oh, Puyol Gil was one of them. Puyol's one of them. Puyol's like probably makes like, if I'm talking all time, he's in my top 5. If we're saying like all time.
Unpopular opinion: Gerard Piqué is the most overrated centre back I've ever seen in my whole life.
I don't know, because people don't really put him on that level though.
Nah,
people start to realize he's not on that level.
People rate Gerard Piqué, but no, he was a good centre back. He was.
I think he was just. I think the benefit with him, he was just ahead of his time. Would you agree, Flawless?
Who Piqué? Yeah, Piqué is quality. Piqué is quality. Don't get mistaken. He's just not.
Reason why
it's like the Cruz Modric thing. He's just not Puyol. That's the problem.
No, but I don't think Piqué and Cruz are like comparable when it comes to quality and position.
No. I'm saying, when I say that in regards to, did they not play in the same center? Were they not a centre back partnership at Barcelona at the same time?
Oh yeah.
That's the point I'm making. Is I rate Puyol and I rate Piqué, but Piqué is not.
Sorry, I can't believe I forgot. Sorry, Gerard Piqué isn't actually the most overrated. It's Vincent Kompany that I've seen.
This guy's crazy.
He's the most overrated one I've seen.
No, he's not, man. This is crazy. That's just your City agenda. That is crazy.
Do you know what, Vincent
I do not have a City agenda.
Vincent Kompany is basically Virgil van Dijk, but just not as.
You crash on Kompany and you crash on Aguero. What are we talking about?
Yeah, that's 2 players, isn't it?
So 2 of their best players. How ironic.
Yeah, but I also rate David Silva and all these guys.
We think
he always goes for the most likable City players. Never goes for the you always go to the David Silvas and the people like that.
Pelzy does, but Pels, but you hear his
Silva
opinions. You see his personality. You see him. Would you hug him?
No, but that's because I rate Bernardo Silva as one of the best players I've ever seen in the Premier League. I can't stand him, but he's one of the best I've seen in the Prem.
He's a rat.
He's actually a rat, but he's a prick.
No, he's a rat. He's a rat. As in, like, I don't like doing this. But whenever someone goes into a tackle, obviously it has to be a clean tackle, but you have to like get the man as well. You know what I mean? That's what I want when it comes to Bernardo Silva. Just 50-50 challenge. You know those old school 50-50 challenges. You just go like bang, you just go like that. That is what because Bernardo Silva is the kind of player that would do something like that. I want someone else to go in like that as well.
Yeah, Bernardo Silva's top quality. I don't think he's David Silva level, but he is top quality. I'm a big fan of Bernardo Silva. I think he's one of them. Yeah,
Lucio or Ricardo Carvalho.
Lucio.
Oh, I got another one.
Go on.
Walter Samuel or Ricardo Carvalho.
I'm a big fan of Carvalho, and I rate Walter Samuel highly. But Carvalho, I think he's just slept on for what he did and how good he was, and because of who he played next to. And even I think people sleep on him at Paul and how good he was there.
Jose Mourinho took him from 3 different clubs.
He's top quality, but Lucio is probably he's one of my favorites, like of all time. I forgot about it. Yeah, it's crazy. Brooke says for me, Vidic is better than Rio and Van Dijk. Big up for the super chat, Brooke, but I disagree with this. I don't think Vidic is better than either of them.
Carvalho, Chiellini.
You got Van Dijk above Vidic?
Yeah, Van Dijk over Vidic. You trying to test me? Did you say Chiellini or who? Carvalho.
Yeah.
I don't know, yo. I don't know. I have to sit down and really think about that one. Yeah, I plead the 5th with that one. I plead the 5th. That is it. We talking minor details, like the thinnest of margins. This is slim hopes.
Where do you rank John Terry?
Oh, he's up there. I think he's overrated, but he's up there.
I think he's overrated.
He's overrated. Yes. Because people act like his lack of pace is not.
In what way? I agree with you, but in what way
Yeah.
do you think?
In regards to when people talk about him, like, I don't think he's better than the top centre backs in the Premier League era. Like, of all time. Like, he don't make my list.
Do you think Virgil van Dijk is literally John Terry, but with pace?
I could hear that. Like, I think I'd take Van Dijk over Terry.
That's interesting.
That's unpopular opinion. I rate Van Dijk highly, don't get mistaken.
But that's because of the pace, isn't it?
Yeah, it's that lack of pace is. Unless you're Maldini, I'm not hearing it.
Andre.
That's fair.
Maldini, when he was 40 and he still could run a length of a pitch just to get back, that is crazy.
Best defender I've ever seen.
And
the very best.
John Terry, remember John Terry under VS Boas? Oh my God.
With the highlight.
He was so bad.
Chelsea
fans do like to leave it out, you know. They don't like to talk about that.
It's crazy.
They got stripped so bad.
Brooke, big up for the Brooke, big up for the super chat. Eric, big up for all the super chats. RSV, big up for the super chat as well, man. Large up to everyone who super chatted. Big up to all the members of the channel as well. You lot are real ones. But we are going to redirect from here straight over to the Man United podcast. We'll be talking all things Manchester United. Looking ahead, the game at Fulham, Jim Radcliffe's interview, Hojlund's injury. Who's going to step up? Is there anybody even to step up? But make sure you follow Ram across all his socials. Make sure you follow Ryan. Now you trying to get me like my head gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? And that like thinking. That's what it is. Right, man,
next week we do goalkeepers.
Man asking me to pick between number one. It's like I ask you, who's your favorite child? You know what I'm saying? Or who's your?
It's like picking sibling? Between Halle Berry or Beyonce or Rihanna.
Right. Yeah, it's like asking. That's an even better one. It's like asking me to pick between my celebrity crushes. You know what I'm saying? And that.
Who are you?
That's tough.
Crushes?
If we're not going
I just
there,
said it right there. I just said some of them right there.
They're not my celebrity crushes, but yeah, we are not going there. So, who are your celebrity crushes actually, Ryan?
So quite a few to mention, man.
All I'm saying, Halle Berry in 2002. My God, just saying.
Anyways, we are gonna close out. This show's been almost 2 hours. Ram, if you got anything coming up, anything you want to add before we close out, let them know where they can find you. All that good stuff.
We will continue this conversation with Flawless between picking who he wants, who he prefers in the next episode. We'll do it on goalkeepers. You can find me on the Football Terrace doing my thing. You can find me on Sarcasm City doing my thing. You can find me on Drifty TV. I'll be on Drifty TV soon. Be helping out our boy Drifty with his new channel, and also subscribe to the Ram Stand, and I'll be able to post out some content as soon as possible. There
we go. Yeah, Ryan, anything you want to add?
There is something I forgot to say actually earlier on the show. Alexis McAllister, you're officially off fraud watch for me. I'm sure
he just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
His
actually, that being said,
is crazy because
that being prediction. Actually, I almost forgot, Ryan. Carabao Cup final, Chelsea Liverpool prediction.
I've given mine, haven't I?
Yeah, but we're gonna get it again. 2-1 Liverpool in normal time or extra time?
Yeah,
normal time. 2-1 Liverpool from Ryan. Ram, same to you. Winner
2-1 Liverpool, but after extra time.
Extra time saying. So you're with me, you got the extra time thing. All right, cool. I'm glad you enjoyed the show though. Big up to my guy Eli every single time. And Eli, I did actually start watching Griselda as well. So salute to you. Big up to Gil now. Big up to everyone in the chat. Like I said, we're gonna redirect straight over to Man United. But don't forget, this show and all the other shows on the channel are available on all audio platforms, people. So Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to podcasts, wherever you stream music. If there's a podcast section, just type in Sarcasm City TV and all the shows on the YouTube channel will pop up apart from Watch Along. So Spotify, make sure you follow us on 5 stars. Even if you don't listen on Spotify, follow us. It's right there. It's 5 stars. Follow us. Spotify, Sarcasm City TV, iTunes, Apple Podcast, all you iPhone users. I believe it's on your phone anyway as an app. Just go into the app, Apple Podcast, iTunes, 5 stars. Leave us a review. Same with SoundCloud or wherever you're listening to as well. Let me click go live. But yeah, like I said, I'm sure that McAllister's breathing a huge sigh of relief because Ryan took him off fraud watch. But watch him put in a stinker in the final and he's going to be back on it. But anyways, people, we are going to close out. Love to everyone that has locked in. I'm just making sure this is going to actually redirect you lot to the show. I was just double checking. But run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. It is road to 10K here, people. And yes, this has been the Manchester United Liverpool show, Man United podcast, analysis at Anfield podcast, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.